This video does have a disclaimer. It is intended for educational, informative, and entertainment purposes only. Some of the content herein contains suggestive themes. It is never my intent to disrespect any individual spoken about or watching my videos. Viewer discretion is advised. Today I will be discussing the case of Caleb Michael Whisnand JR. Caleb was born April the 4th, 2021, to Caleb Michael Whisnand Sr. and Angela Gardner. Angela was excited to have baby CJ, and we will call him CJ in this video, as his dad's name is Caleb as well. So we'll call Dad Caleb and we'll call baby CJ. So Angela was excited to have baby CJ, according to her mother. Her mother was there when CJ was born and said that Angela couldn't have been more happy. So as baby CJ is still getting adjusted to this big new world around him, on May the 8th, Caleb, the dad, would take baby CJ, and it is said that he did it out of spite. It's assumed that he and Angela were fussing, and he took the baby so she could not see him for Mother's Day, because that was Mother's Day weekend. So that was on a Saturday. So Caleb, on Monday the 10th, pulls into a Circle K around 10:28 is when he pulled in. And he goes in to pay for gas. He comes out and calls the police in Montgomery, Alabama, and says, "My baby is missing. I went in to pay for my gas. I come out and my baby is gone." So the police show up around 10:49, and they look at their surveillance cameras at the Circle K, and they see no evidence of anybody taking anything out of Caleb's vehicle. The police would issue a missing child alert, which is different than an Amber Alert. And I did not know this until I started researching this case. In order to have an Amber Alert, you have to have some type of suspect, vehicle description. You have to have something tangible that if the information is given out there, that people know who or what to look for. A missing child alert, you don't have all of this information. You just have, okay, we have a missing child, and that's it. So they issued a missing child alert, and people began looking for this 5-week-old baby. On May the 12th, baby CJ is still not there, and the investigators urged the parents, Caleb and Angela, to do a press conference. Now, this press conference kind of reminded me, if you watched the Lauren Giddings video, of Stephen McDaniel. Like, you could just see something wasn't right? So they did the press conference, and they're supposed to be pleading for the baby's return. And then they look emotional, and grief is very different with different people. There was something off with it, especially with Caleb. Caleb would do most of the talking. He came in saying that Angela wasn't good with cameras. And he said, and I quote, "If anybody's got anything, any places I could have gone, you know who you are," end quote. So Caleb was basically saying that he doesn't remember anything. So I'm going to back up just a hair. Before all of this, before baby CJ was even thought of, okay, Caleb had been arrested for reckless driving, endangerment, and possession of substances. And then he stated that he had been on a certain M substance that would keep him up for 3 days. So he had been up for 3 days. And he couldn't remember things. Okay, so fast forward back to the press conference and everything. He can't remember. So are substances coming into play? We don't know that yet. So right after this press conference, things picked up.
Going to do an opening statement. Benny, you want to give him your name right quick?
James B. Stennett Jr., the FBI.
James B. Stennett Jr.
Can you spell that?
Yeah. S-T-I-N-N-E-T-T.
S-T-I-N-E-T-T.
2 N's.
2 N's.
Yes. B. B. All right. Now let me know when you're ready.
All right, we're going now. Yeah.
On Monday, the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office received a 911 call from the Circle K located on Wetumpka Highway. During that time, we discovered that a missing child had been reported missing in the area. At this time, the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office would like to enlist the help of the general public to come forward with any information that they may have. They can call us at our non-emergency number, 832-4980, or you can contact Secret Witness if you'd like to remain anonymous. What we're going to have now is we'll have the family come forward to give a statement.
No, she's not good with cameras, so I apologize. But we would just like for anybody that has any information. I don't remember a lot, but I did remember I was breaking up, with the cops. But I know that if anybody's got anything, any places that I could have gone, anybody, you know who you are.
Please, find him, please.
It would mean a lot. It would mean everything to us. And this family ain't the same without family. That's for sure. Anything else?
Any questions?
Oh, we had pictures of the baby too, but we sent them to the investigators' phone so he would have them to show y'all in the press. But I don't know if y'all can see these pictures, but
This is the best I can do. He's only a month and a week old.
and there's other pictures with us together, but
I didn't.
trying to crop him and do stuff with this phone is not working very well.
Yeah.
But we sent him to the investigator. Hopefully the press gets him. I pray that they do, so that they can have a good idea of what he looks like, how
Yeah.
close we are to the family, and how much we really appreciate him if he was returned.
Can you tell us what the last thing you guys remember, the last time you all were together?
Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday was the last time we were together. Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Yeah. We were all together sleeping, and well, the baby with me and her in the bed, and Toulouse was in the other room, because we usually are together as a family, but.
It's not easy.
I don't remember much of.
When did you all realize that he was missing?
They didn't.
I was home with my oldest, my 2-year-old, and he was with, CJ was with him, and he went to go pay gas at the gas station and realized that he was gone. And he let the police know and me know that he was missing.
Do you guys have any idea if someone took him back to him, or
No,
No, I don't.
I wish we did know.
If we know, he would have already went there.
How's the rest of the family holding up? I know this is a tough ordeal, but
It's been taking a toll on everybody.
Everybody's saying prayers. Everybody's keeping an eye out for him. So,
We don't want to say anything.
Again, the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office would like to thank the many agencies that have assisted us thus far in this investigation. The local FBI field office has given help to us, as well as Elmore County, Wetumpka PD, Montgomery Police Department, and a host of other agencies. Again, we would like any and all information to be gathered, and we will investigate. Again, our non-emergency number is 832-4980, or you can contact Secret Witness or Central Alabama Crime Stoppers. Thank you.
They had questioned Caleb right after he had made the call, but after this press conference, they wanted to question him again. They had already tracked his cell phone and plotted the pings. And the most unusual plot on there was a rural area in Lowndes County, Alabama. He would say that that was a substance run. After continued questioning, Caleb would say that CJ had been unresponsive when he left his brother's house, and he tried to do CPR but was unsuccessful. He took his body to Lowndes County and buried him in a shallow grave. He would then take investigators to the end of Enfinger Road in rural Lowndes County, and there they would find baby CJ's body. Angela was there at the site, and he was allowed to run over to her, hug her, and said, "I'm sorry." At the preliminary hearing, John Shepard, who is a Montgomery County Sheriff's investigator, said that Caleb had said it was an accident and he had hit his head. Well, I'm assuming that he meant Caleb had hit CJ's head or hit his head on something, because we know at 5 weeks old he's not holding his head up. Shepard then said that Caleb asked him to shoot him. They then handcuffed Caleb for safety precautions. In the same preliminary hearing, the medical examiner testified that baby CJ had a complex skull fracture to the right side of his head that was 1 3/4 to 2 inches long, with bleeding over the entire surface of the skull, as well as subdural hemorrhaging, damage to his optic nerve, and a broken right tibia. The medical examiner then stated that the only way it could have been an accident is if baby CJ was in a car accident unrestrained or fell from a 5th floor. And it couldn't have occurred from an everyday accident, as it was an acute injury and the child died within minutes of receiving it. Judge Tiffany McCord ruled that there was enough evidence to send to the grand jury. The defense requested a gag order, which of course the prosecution opposed, but it was granted. Now, Caleb is being held in jail without bond, awaiting trial. Now, before the autopsy results had come out, they had already charged Caleb with manslaughter. But once these results came out, the charge was upgraded to capital murder, and that is currently what he's awaiting trial for. Okay, now to my opinion. That poor, innocent, precious baby. I am so disgusted by this father's actions. But I must say, even though he has made a statement, he is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. So I would like to stress that. But either way, that poor baby, in just his short lifespan, went through a horrendous nightmare. And I pray that his precious soul is at peace. Baby CJ was buried at St. Margaret's Cemetery in Montgomery, Alabama. It looks like it's the Babyland section. And then I go back to the press conference, and I see how Caleb was speaking, how he was holding Angela, the way she was holding herself. Now, I am nobody viewing expert by no means. But to me, it looked like he was controlling, she was scared of him, and could be possible domestic violence involved. Of course, I have not read that anywhere. If you do know more about this case and more about Angela and Caleb, let me know in the comments. I'd be curious to know if I'm right on that one. Angela has not been charged with anything. And I've read some things, well, why didn't she call the police Sunday, early Monday? He's the father. He has every right to take the baby. I mean, I don't know that they would have looked at it as a missing person case. I'm just not sure how they would have handled that anyway. And I really don't think that she would have ever thought in a million years that he would have done this, killed the baby. So that is my opinion on that. I would love to hear yours. What are your thoughts on this case? I just disgusted, pretty much. And I will do an updated video once the trial begins, and I will take you through the process. I will do the research for you and let you know the outcome. As always, my friends, I would love to thank you for taking the time to watch my video, and I hope that you will click that subscribe button, tap the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos like this one and many, many more, and hit the like button. And of course, leave a comment. I love to read the comments. Just keep it respectful with each other. That's all I ask. So again, thank you for watching. And my name is Angie, and I've just uploaded.